Hello, everyone. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you're all ready for Christmas. I got my little buddy here. Say, what's up? He says, what's up? He's so cute. Look at his little feet. Okay. I got him there perfectly. We're going to see if he stays because I don't know. I'm not very confident uh, about his position. But I think he should be fine. If he disappears halfway through the video, it is what it is, you know? What is this other thing? Oh, I always try to make sure that it looks like I don't actually film in my room, even though clearly I film in my room, you know? But yeah, hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. So now I can start talking about Christmas. So I talked about on TikTok. I guess I should upload it on here too. That would be good. Me talking about, well, oh, it's not good. It's gonna be too long. That's one thing. I'm going to like tiny rant. It's like everybody copies each other. Like Instagram will copy TikTok, TikTok will copy YouTube, YouTube. It's like all these apps copy each other, but they don't. I guess technically they can't do the exact same kind of format because maybe it'll be some kind of copyright infringement. I don't know, but you can only do 90 seconds worth of shorts on YouTube, which is basically like a TikTok for YouTube. So everything I make for a minute, which is like the middle, um, the middle number you can make. Well, for me, I know some people have 10 minutes, but I have never seen a 10-minute TikTok. So I don't know if anybody's actually done it yet. But you can do 15 seconds, 60 second, and 3 minute. So, and then, if I do something for 3 minutes, I can't upload it here because it's only 90 seconds worth of stuff. Which I've noticed, like some people, when they make shorts, like part of it get cut off. So I guess they just upload it from TikTok and they don't realize, like the last, which 90 seconds, isn't that more than a minute? That minute is 60 seconds. But yeah. So maybe I'll try it because it is only 60 seconds. So technically I could do the 90-second option. So I'll see. But yeah, I talked about the Christmas song specifically done by Nat King Cole, and then I talked about his version, and I really love his version. Nat King Cole is he was just a great artist, all around. I have listened to other music by him, but nothing in like a full project. But I did start listening to his Christmas album. I really like it. It's just so relaxing. Maybe a little bit too relaxing because I was like trying to focus. But I am reviewing a Christmas album today. It's by Alicia Keys. I want to do something newer because I feel like everything else that I want to do is going to be kind of old. Not like, well, depending on what it is. Maybe I won't go like into the 20s. I won't go that far, but maybe like 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s up until now. So this is the up until now. She released it. She released the album called Santa Baby by Alicia Keys. She released it November 4th this year, 2022. Which I'm just gonna say one thing about this. I thought it came out November 1st, but then when I look at all the like Wikipedia and stuff, it says November 4th. But she did say she originally released it with 7 songs, and then she released added 5 more songs to it. So now it's 11 songs. So I guess this is the updated version, because Apple, which I'm using for 6 months for free, just to see how I like it, y'all. It's okay. It doesn't have everything, so that's one thing. That's one negative. It doesn't have every single thing that I want, but for the most part, it has a pretty decent catalog, And I have Spotify, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Spotify, if you don't pay for it, it sucks. That's just the bottom line. I have SoundCloud, which, it's fine. But then of course they have ads, so that's kind of annoying. But then I have Muzi, which you can watch YouTube videos on it, and I paid to have those ads removed, and it was one-time fee, so I don't have to pay every month on it. I just paid it one time to get the ads removed. So, Muzi is pretty good, but of course, if it's not on YouTube, it's not gonna be on Muzi, so that's the only disadvantage. So then I have to look somewhere else for something, like maybe Spotify. But the one thing is like, if it's free Spotify, it's not gonna be in order. So that's the only thing I don't like. But yeah, we're gonna get into this Alicia Keys album. So the vibes. I'm gonna start off with the vibes I got from it. I got jazzy vibes. It's very jazz like. It's different. I was gonna put unique, which I mean it is, but I feel like unique has like a more positive uh, connotation to me, and the different wasn't always positive. So we're gonna get into that. It was kind of meh. So yeah, so this is Alicia Keys' first Christmas album, and she did some classics and I want to say 5 originals. Um, and once I get to the originals, I will point that out. All right, so let's get started. It had 11 tracks. I'm gonna review all 11 because I was like, it's not that long. Why not review all of them? It was like 36 minutes, so it wasn't bad. So of course the title track, Santa Baby. Of course we know it was first. Was it the first rendition was by Eartha Kitt? If I'm wrong, you can fact check me. But yeah, from what I know, the earliest rendition, to my knowledge, was by Eartha Kitt. And so we're gonna talk about her version. So Alicia, I love her. I really do. I have 2 for out. I might have 3 actually. I have a few of her albums. I think they're really great, really wonderful. Yeah, but her version of Santa Baby, I don't think I've ever heard her do a cover before. And it sounded like, I don't know if it's supposed to sound like it was old. You know how like they have like the 1940s kind of like foggy, I don't know how to describe it, like, a muffled kind of sound. I didn't know if it was supposed to be like that. But it didn't work for me. It did not work for me. It felt like she had a filter on her voice. And I know Alicia has not had the best singing moments as of recently. So I was like, maybe that is, maybe that's why she had to have something on her voice. It didn't seem sensual or flirty to me, like how the song normally sounds when people sing it or women sing it. I'm sure some men have sang it too, but of course, I've heard one, and of course they had to be like macho, of course. But I don't think it was even called Santa Baby. I think it was called Santa Fellow too, and it's like, just don't do the song if you gotta do all these things. Oh yeah, I named him Jack. So Jack's back there. Jack Frost. I always get Jack Frost and Frosty the Snowman mixed up, so I might be calling him Frosty at some point, but he's there. But it was my least favorite rendition of the song. It was not a great start for the album for me, which when the album starts off bad, I don't think it's gonna go up from there. Usually, that's what I think. Okay, so she did another cover, Christmas Time is Here. She sounded much better on that track. Her vocals were light and airy, like, kind of like angelic. The beat is very nice. Yeah, it was very smooth. Like, her beats weren't like, I don't know how to describe it when it's like traditionally, like when you hear a Christmas song, you hear like the bells. It's like, you hear certain things when you think of a Christmas song or you hear a Christmas song, and it wasn't really necessarily like that for the beats. But it was nice to some points. But it didn't seem super Christmassy to me sometimes. And then she did, speaking of not feeling super Christmassy, let's go to number 3, Favorite Things. It was very jazzy and like kind of like a beatnik, which is fine, but it is a Christmas album. And I'm sure there's Christmas jazz, and I'm like, I feel like, but though it should feel more Christmassy. So I'm not thrilled because I really prefer it like the way that it's normally performed, and it was like, I did say it was unique, but it was kind of like weird. I like it, these are a few of my favorite things. Like she sounds like when people usually sing it, they sound really excited. And she sounded like she was just like too cool. Like she was like, oh, I'm gonna tell you my favorite things, but it was like, bro, downplayed. Like it's like, whatever, these are my favorite things. And I didn't really like that. Oh yeah, I feel like she's trying to make a hip Christmas album. Like, but it also sounds like vintage hip. You know what I mean? So like when the jazz and the beatniks came out, and they're like people's parents were like, "What is this stuff?" Sounds like kind of like that. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, it sounds very jazzy. Like it's supposed to be like different. It's supposed to be like, "Ooh, look, I'm not making a traditional Christmas album, but like, you can make a good traditional sounding Christmas album. That's fine." But I do know that she also plays the piano, so of course it's gonna be jazz influenced and have her own spin on it, which all artists do. So when they make a Christmas album. Okay, so this next album called December Back to June. So this is a original song. It felt very Motown-y, but it still gave me a Christmas music vibe, so that was good. It's very unique and like New Yorky, but like a hip ghetto New York, lol. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but like it was kind of like not like the posh New York, but like if you go to the hood, um, like they're kind of like that. I don't know. That's how the beat sounded to me. I don't know how to really describe it, but yeah. But basically, it was kind of like a hip hoppy kind of sound, I guess. Um, and I said I don't know if this one will become like a "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey, or like underneath the is it underneath the tree or underneath the Christmas tree by Kelly Clarkson. Like those are original songs that have they've been very popular. Of course, "All I Want for Christmas" is like cemented as a Christmas classic. Um, of course, all the ACs come on now, or the heat. But and underneath the tree, I feel like it has really, recently like become very popular, and I feel like it could be cemented as a classic as well. Um, where was I? Yeah, so I don't know if this song will like ever become that, but it's very unique for original Christmas song. Okay, and then another cover, "Please Come Home for Christmas," number 5. I feel like this is more traditional of the other covers of this song, or I guess the other covers compared to the other covers that she sang on this album. That's what I mean. And it seems more gospel-y, which I don't really mind it. I like that actually. It made this version unique, and it sounds like she played the piano, so that's very cool. So of course, Alicia Keys, she got to play the keys, so that was cool. So number 6 is a song that I don't really like in general, but I'm going to talk about it. It's called "Happy Xmas War's Over." So I don't like John Lennon, but anybody who covers a song that is not him, I'm automatically gonna like it better. LOL. So it is what it is. And I really liked her vocals, although she does sound like she's straining on some notes. But I did enjoy the cover overall. I am not a singing coach, so I can't really tell you like what note sounded bad or what note sounded good. But like I said, she's had some moments where they haven't been the greatest singing moments, kind of go viral. So maybe that's something that she needs to work on. Maybe drink some more teas, vocal training. I don't know. Whatever. Whoever's good with like singing and music, whatever they can recommend. Okay, so this is another original song. Number 7 is "You Don't Have to Be Alone." It's very sweet and sentimental. And I do think this one could be a Christmas classic song in the future, like with enough promotion. I know she did "December Back to June" as her like promotional single for the album, but I feel like this would work better. This is my favorite album, my favorite song on the album so far. I have another favorite, but this was my first favorite. Everything else is unique, but kind of meh for me. But this song really resonated with me. I really liked it. It's like, you don't have to be alone on Christmas. And, kind of like extending a hand, like, oh, we can be together. Like, very romantic. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so number 8, she did the Christmas song. So I really liked her cover of this song. It's very cheerful and upbeat, which I feel like maybe that was what was missing with the other songs. They weren't as, like, upbeat. Like, I know some Christmas songs are sad, but sometimes you want to get up and be cheerful, And I think she's playing piano again, which is nice. So it's her style, but it's still Christmassy feeling. And I feel like the other covers maybe kind of sounded more her style versus her style mixed with Christmas, but this was like good mix of both. And it has very robust strings in it, which was really exciting because it was like all of a sudden it was all these violins. I don't know if they were violins, violas, whatever they were, but they were just all in unison. And I was like, woo! So that was nice. So I'm gonna go to number 9, "Old Memories on Christmas." This is another original song. It was very much smooth R&B style, but it was still very unique. I still liked it. This is my other favorite on the album. She's able to combine her style with Christmas subject matter, and this time it works really well. Well, I guess for the last 2 songs technically, but you know, her original song and the covers, these two worked really well for me. So number 10, so I looked this up, and this is also on another album. And sometimes artists do this, and I'm not really sure why, but I guess she thought it fit. And I feel like it does fit on this album. It seems like more of a regular song, though, than it versus a Christmas song. Maybe they could have changed the beat or something. But I guess maybe she thought it was fit here. And, like, I agree with it fitting here, but, you know, I would have liked another original track versus her just reusing her own song again. But yeah. So number 11, she did a cover of Ave Maria. Did I say the name for the last one? The name for the last one was Not Even the King. And this, the very last song, number 11, is a cover of Ave Maria. And I feel like when I heard this song cover before, it was much more airy and angelic. But Alicia doesn't give me that, except like in the ad-libs. Otherwise, it seems like she's singing from paper with no soul behind it. Which, I know when you sing in another language, it could be hard. You know, if you don't remember, especially if maybe it was her first time recording it in the studio, and she was like, oh, this is a good take. We just gonna take the one take. But it did kind of sound like just, I don't know how to describe it, but just singing it off the paper, like just trying to get through it. But I give her credit for singing another language, but it's not my favorite cover of this particular song. I feel like my favorite would be Beyonce. Her cover of Ave Maria. Although, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard a lot of singers sing this, but maybe I should look it up. But here we go. My overall opinion is the last 5 tracks from 7 down were the best. The last 2 original songs, 7 and 9, so that was You Don't Have to Be Alone for Christmas and Old Memories on Christmas, were my favorites on the album. It was pretty much mad to me, but not super bad, but not super good either. Just kind of like an in the middle. Like, I didn't hate it. I didn't really love it, but, you know, in the middle. And I expected more from Alicia because I have some of her albums and I thought they were great. I have 2. I know I have songs in A minor, and I always forget the other one, but it's the one where she's like, I think I have 3 actually. It's like one where she's like behind the piano, and it has like Heartburn on there. Gosh, I can't remember them, but I have like a few of her albums, and then I have the one where it's like, I forget which album it was, but I have the songs like in my head, but I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, I expected more from her, honestly. And I think maybe her trying to do her style with Christmas theme was like clashing for me. It didn't mix well for most of the album until like towards the end. Will I play this during Christmas or the weeks before? Probably not, but she tried, lol. I give this album a 6 out of 10 just because the last half of the album made it less meh to me. But yeah, it's her first Christmas album. Maybe she'll come on another one. It'll be better. I don't know. But yeah, so the poem style I did today is called a cascade. So basically, you write like 3 stanzas. So the poem doesn't have to rhyme. So the first line has 3 lines, and then the line 1 of the verse becomes the last line in the second verse, and then the second verse becomes the last line in the third stanza, and then the last line of the first stanza becomes the last line in the whole poem. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'll put it how it goes in the description, but I based it on You Don't Have to Be Alone, so that's my favorite song of the album. And the poem is called Christmas Date Night. You can come look at the Christmas lights with me. You can exchange gifts with me. You can hold me all night. We can drink spiked eggnog, You can eat sugar cookies shaped like Santa. You can come look at the Christmas lights with me. Let's put on a romantic Christmas movie and snuggle up by the fire. You can exchange gifts with me. We can fall asleep in each other's arms. We can be joyous and merry together. You can hold me all night long. Isn't that cute? I might edit that for the future because I felt like that last line from the first stanza and the last stanza actually tied it together really well. And the other ones were like, okay. But yeah, so that's my first Christmas review of the season. Me and Jack. Yeah, we're hanging out. But yeah, I wanted to do the movie this Christmas. I didn't realize how long it was, and I had like some stuff going on this week, and I was like, I'll do it next week. So I might talk about. I have so many ideas. It's just so much that I want to do. But it's only so many weeks in December, and then I also have to figure out if I want to do anything past like the actual Christmas day, because I have some other options. Like I did make like a schedule, so it's gonna be all over the place. It will be, but I'm trying to stay organized and give myself time and stuff. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you listened to the Alicia Keys album, let me know what you thought about it. If you didn't, will you now? What's my review? Do y'all like Alicia Keys? Do you not like Alicia Keys? I really love her. I honestly do. I know she has some. I feel like all singers, they have their bad moments. But I think she could bounce back. And I did like most of the singing. There were only a few times I noticed that she strained. But yeah, what's your favorite Christmas album? I don't know if I really have one, but one I do. Let's do. I don't know if I'll review it, but I might. Is a Merry Christmas by Mary J. Blige. Y'all know I love me some Mary J. Blige, so I would love that. I'm also though I'm trying to talk about more men, because I feel like I talk about female artists so much, and like one in Women's History Month I talked about the Supremes all month. So I'm trying to shake it up. I'm trying to show the fellas some love. You know what I mean? I'm trying to diversify. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. I will see y'all next week.